They're calling it timely and timeless. In fact, there hasn't been a Congreso of this size in almost 30 years. Well, that's what they're promising. 2,000 delegates, speakers, reporters, lawyers, educators, environmentalists, political watchers from 20 states. In 4 days, they're going to try to size up what's right with Latinos in America, but mainly talk about what needs fixing. And there's plenty to talk about.
We have to be discussing, acting, and then moving forward, really on a common agenda. There's so many issues that are out there and so many challenges that the community faces. In a lot of these local communities where they're trying to pass anti-immigrant ordinances, we have to come together, not only amongst ourselves, but with other people of goodwill in various different communities.
Meanwhile, pride is an underlying theme here. Take this LA artist who's designed the Congreso's signature pro-woman poster.
La mujer, el hombre, la mujer is the powerhouse of la gente, and that she does have a lot to do with what's happening in our country, in the nation, in the continente.
First up, a workshop on election reform. Latinos in good measure are still being left out, or so they claim, of who gets voted in and where.
There needs to be conversations. People should take steps now to have conversations with election officials. And when I say election officials, I mean, the poll workers, the people at that level, and the people sitting on your boards of elections and whatever, they may call them in your respective states, and the community.
So there's a push at the Congreso to change the way people vote.
Where basically you vote for your first candidate, and if that candidate gets a majority, then they're elected. It's as simple as that. It's just like a regular election. But if there's no majority, if there's a plurality or less than a majority, then the last place candidate is eliminated, and all the people who voted for that candidate, their second choice is now, the votes for their second choice candidate are now counted.
Another workshop tackled, well, protecting one's right to vote. It's a tougher problem than you think.
We have a broken system. The people's will is not respected and expressed. It's not easy for people to get how this comes to be. In the end, it's the power of money and a system that's geared to prevent the expression of the will of the people.
The Congreso had competition on its opening day, an LAPD awards luncheon, sparking some talk about Latinos being targets of hate and crime.
It's a serious problem, especially the warring gang factions of African American Latinos. It's a matter of great concern to the police department, to the police commission. It's certainly a top priority at this point for LAPD.
The Congreso this week hopes to pass several resolutions, one calling for a Cesar Chavez national holiday, another calling for more efforts on the part of Latinos to reach out to African Americans. For MyLatinoNews.com, I'm Bob Jimenez.